Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. And by the way, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that watched our video last week. We were surprised we got as many views as we did.
Very exciting.
Very, very exciting. And thank you for those who commented. We took some of those comments to heart as we are trying to figure this whole YouTube thing out with editing. We don't quite have all the equipment yet. So we came up with a solution so that you guys can actually visually see the teams in which we choose. Once again, this is Spuds. This is his dad.
The Intimidator.
Okay. So, what do you say we start with our errors and failings of last week, Timothy?
Yeah. This was a crazy ride.
It was a crazy ride.
Thursday Night Football was up first last week.
Thursday Night Football was up first last week, and I chose
Dolphins.
But who won?
The Bills.
Bills won. Yep.
Uh,
Yep. That's one for me.
yep.
Next up, we move to the Sunday game. Well, as far as that goes, I mean, I guess you can't skip over the fact that Tua got hurt, which
Yeah.
is awful.
I had Tyreek Hill in fantasy, and he was not great. It's because the quarterback couldn't really throw to him. That was the problem.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't want to be political or anything, or how you feel about contact sports and all of that. Our prayers and thoughts are with Tua. You don't want to see a kid's career end, but I just hope the best for him, and hopefully, he'll be able to return and play and do what he loves. If he wants to play and he wants to do it, then hopefully he's able to do it. And lots of prayers are with him. Go Tua.
Well,
All right, so the next game up was the Las Vegas Raiders,
versus the Baltimore Ravens.
our brother's team,
Yep.
at the Baltimore Ravens.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
We both chose Ravens. Okay, I don't know why some of these logos turned out really tiny. They just did. We blame the paper company, which shall remain
Staples.
nameless. You can't say that on.
Okay.
I don't know if you can say it or not. Anyhow, I don't think we'll try and blame them. I think it's their fault. It's probably the copy and paste that I did. But anyhow, we both chose the Ravens, and of course we lost. Shout out to my brother and his entire household who rejoiced and mocked us for choosing the Ravens because their Raiders won. And congratulations, they did a phenomenal job. All right, next up, it was the Chargers at the Carolina Panthers, and I chose the Chargers, right? Ever notice if you turn this upside down, it looks like a smiley face?
Lightning bolt.
Chargers. All right, next up, it was the Nolan Saints at the Dallas Cowboys, and
I have an issue here.
I got an issue here too.
Oh well.
Oh, let me try. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have a graphic. Do you have a graphic for that game?
No, I don't. There was no graphic for that game.
There's no graphic for that game. I chose Cowboys.
And I chose the Cowboys too.
So, this brings up a great discussion topic. Derek Carr, the man, the myth, the legend. Who is Derek Carr?
There's Derek Carr.
I mean, philosophically, seriously, who is he? I mean, who? Did you see that coming? Did you see these first 2 weeks coming? Because
No.
I didn't, because he's been, average, maybe a little bit above average in some of the time. But, I mean, dude, these last 2 weeks, he's been, on fire.
Yeah.
Except for that boneheaded interception he threw at the end of the game for no real good reason. But anyhow, I don't know if I'm more shocked by the Saints or more shocked by the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, they beat the Browns pretty badly, and then they got beat pretty badly.
Yeah. I wonder if that's going to be their thing this year. They're either going to win big or lose big. Maybe there's no middle ground with them.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. All right.
Next game.
Next game, it was the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Detroit Lions. I chose the Lions.
Bucks.
I lost this game. Lost to him. don't really know what to say there other than Jared Goff, which I complimented him last week on being good in a scheme. And I don't know, man. You just pressure him and he just kind of folds it like a lawn chair. So, next game up was the Colts at the Green Bay Packers. And even though they had a backup quarterback, I chose the Packers.
Oh. There we go. Packers.
We're both winner.
Yes, we are.
Chicken dinner. Next game up from last week was the Cleveland Browns at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This I did not see coming.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Where are you? Trevor. Where's Trevor?
16 yards in the first half for Trevor Lawrence.
That's bad. The peanut gallery just arrived.
We're going to put that out.
We're not cutting it out. We're not smart enough to cut out or edit videos,
Yes, we
so
have.
we don't have the software yet. Anyhow,
I have another problem. Wait, oh no.
yeah, I just got to the paper over. Okay, next up, a game near and dear to my heart was the 49ers at the Vikings.
Can you guess what you chose?
So much frustration.
So much frustration.
I literally cannot believe it.
I chose the Niners,
Obviously.
but
This happened
Alas.
last year too.
the Nordsmen destroyed them, and I am going to say yes, they destroyed them because the score meant not a whole lot. They're getting beat on both sides of the ball. Although Bosa was really good. Fred Warner was really good. Secondary, don't know what's going on with secondary. They're just not even there. And Purdy, I think he did the best with what he had, but I don't know. Did his hand shrink like about 5 inches because the ball just went like. The ball's too big. I can't throw the ball. I don't know what happened there, but mistakes were made. And did you see the graphic? Since like 1992 or something like that, the Niners have not won in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with that, but the Niners lost. And with it, I lost, and my heart got broken. Okay, so we next have the Seattle Seahawks at the New England Patriots. I
Very
chose
close game.
Hawks. Yeah, it was close. Yeah, it was a close game. Went down to the
Overtime
wire.
finish.
Overtime, yeah.
Good finish.
But yeah, I was good because I chose the Seahawks, but I kind of figured that they would win. Next, your team at home, the Commanders, hosting your
No.
division rival.
No.
Am I skipping one?
Yeah.
I am. This is why you're here, to keep me on track.
Yes.
All right,
We
that's
have-
right. It was the Jets at the Tennessee Titans.
Titans
And I felt Aaron Rodgers would be avenged. And Aaron Rodgers
was avenged.
was avenged. Of course, it was against. I'm assuming that was a professional football team in Tennessee.
Titans. It was a close game.
Probably closer than it should have been.
Calvin Ridley, he did good.
Yes. Yeah, he did. He did. Actually, the Levis actually showed up. You see that one run he made where it was like, what is he doing? Like, where's this been? And then it never happened again.
Yeah.
And they couldn't quite, win the game. But anyhow, Jets are rolling. The New York Giants against the Washington Commanders. I chose the Commanders.
Yep, I'll take it.
And they won. So kudos to the Commanders. So, next up, I have the LA Rams
Versus the Cardinals.
at the Cardinals. Yes, the Cardinals. Okay, couple things.
Cardinals.
The graphics that we have, as you can tell, are paper. So we printed them up. There was a faux pas, and they could not print the Rams logo. And all I have at home here is a black and white printer. But it's okay. It's just the Rams. Sorry. Not sorry.
Well, Cardinals looking really
And the
strong
Cardinals
this year.
whipped them.
Yeah.
Just whipped them. I mean,
It was bad.
It was bad.
And they almost won against the Bills, so I think the Cardinals are a very good team.
No, they didn't win against the Bills. They came close to
They
winning.
came close. They came close. Very close.
Well, yes. So again, conundrum.
I think.
Who is the real Kyler Murray, along with who is the real Derek Carr? Questions to be answered in future episodes. as the football season progresses. But I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I it just, you know how it is. It's just hard to put a whole lot of faith in certain players and quarterbacks, and still not really believe in either one yet because it's early. All right. Next was the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Denver Broncos, and I chose the Mike Tomlins. Mine's upside down?
Yes.
Thank you, producer. I'd like to extend my producer thanks for all of her help in setting all of this up and helping us get the graphics, as well as my wonderful wife who ran all the way to another town to the store we shall never mention again who printed these up. Actually, they're okay. They did good. Thankful for that. All right, what's the next game? Last game was, oh no, we got a couple more games. We got to move on. We got to keep rolling, Timothy.
Okay,
Keep
go.
rolling, Spuds.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Cincinnati at Kansas City.
I mean,
Yeah.
next was the Chicago Bears at the Houston Texans Sunday night game, which a lot of yellow flags in that game.
Yeah.
A lot of penalties.
We watched this game live. It was interesting.
It was interesting. I was a little bit impressed with Caleb Williams. He could throw it. He could do some run. He can make some plays. Just kind of came apart from at the end there. Not sure what that whole fight was on the sideline. That was a little odd.
Punch to the face.
Punch to the face, no penalties. I'm sure that dude got fined though. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So, I chose Texans.
Me too.
CJ Stroud. You know.
Monday Night Football.
It was a barn burner. Came down to the wire, and your buddy, your pal, Kirk Cousins, pulled it off for the Falcons. Unfortunately, I chose the Eagles,
Same.
so I lost that one.
I did not see this coming.
I didn't either.
Not at all.
So this brings up my first question. Is Kirk Cousins still
guy.
awful?
Okay. I don't think he is awful. I think he's getting better. But I don't know. It's too early in the year, again, to see. It was pretty cool to watch from the highlights. Very interesting game.
Yeah. Saquon missed that pass there at the end, and you wonder if he catches that, he gets first down. Obviously, they could probably run the clock out there. Or get a field goal, and, but anyhow, yeah, it's... Oh, no, they did get the field goal. They did take the field goal. They did take the field goal because Saquon Barkley dropped the ball. But anyhow, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with some of these quarterbacks. Derek Carr impresses me. Kyler Murray right now is impressing me. Kirk Cousins, I realize it's only 2 games, but, last week not so good. This week, way a lot better. Now, what has impressed me the most is the field goal kickers.
Field goal kickers.
What in the world is going on with the kickers? What are you grabbing out there? Did you see there's some sort of phantom or something out there that you're grabbing at?
There was a piece of dust.
Piece of dust? Okay. Pieces of dust all over your room, but you don't notice those?
Nope.
Typical. Anyhow, field goal kickers. How many? Okay. So I gave Spuds an assignment. Spuds, in 2023, give me the stats on 50-plus yard field goals.
We have 11 field goals for 2023. I did some math, as you can tell, and I've seen that there were 11 field goals in 2 weeks last year. The first 2 weeks.
So the first 2 weeks of last year, there was 11 50-plus yard field goals. Okay.
And then for this year, we have 34.
34?
3 times more 50-yard field goals.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
There's been 34 50-plus yard field goals in the first 2 weeks?
In the first 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm amazed. I am
It's
shocked.
3 times more field goals. Think about that. In 1 year.
Yeah, in 1 year. What's the difference? Is it because of... Is it bad quarterback play? Because
I don't know.
you could make an argument that it's probably the best quarterbacking in terms of like all the way down through the entire NFL than there's been in a long time.
But that's just 50-yard field goals. If I counted 40s, 30s, and 20s, we would have it would be crazy. But I could do that next week. Comment down below if you want me to list 30s and 40s and stuff like that. But
30-yard
50s,
field goals, yeah.
34. 34.
34, that's impressive. You like our graphic? We worked hard on that editing.
That's fair.
So, anyhow, like and comment on that. Okay, so we got to get down to the business.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Spuds, for pulling that off. That's okay. We've got grounds crew that'll take care of that.
As in me.
Well, do you need that? Do you need that information? Is that pertinent to your to us moving on? All right, week 3 picks. We got to keep moving, keep the ball rolling. Moving on. Okay, so we're heading into week 3. Again, it's the way the NFL season is. 17 weeks, it's a long time. It used to be nice when it was just 16 weeks because then you could break it down into quarters. But now they threw this extra game in there, which NFL's a business. I get it. Which brings me to another topic: is Thursday Night Football. Comment. What do you feel about Thursday Night Football? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Because your teams are out there on a short week. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they seem to always have some sort of major injuries, and also the quality of the gameplay is just not great. They used to do Thursday Night Footballs towards the end of the year when I was younger. I remember those. There's always been Thanksgiving Day games. I think if they want to do Thursday Night Football games, they could arrange it in a way so the team's buys are the week before, right? Or they could do back-to-back Thursdays maybe.
Maybe every other Thursday they could do a game. I don't know about.
Well, they have enough teams, and they have enough weeks that they could actually, I do believe, if they gave a bye to the teams before, playing Sunday to Thursday, I think it's just rough. I know that they used to do it way back in the day for, Thanksgiving Day, but, I think the game's a little bit more aggressive or something now. I don't know. Kids are getting hurt. It's a rough deal, man. The Tua thing. Still don't like that, but, I believe he'll come back. He'll probably come back for the end of the year, and Lord willing, he'll be able to get Tyreek Hill in the end zone a few more times.
Yep.
All right, so moving forward.
Week 3.
Week 3.
Predictions.
Yes. By the way, in case you were taking score, I won last week. Again?
Yep. So I went 8-8, and he went 9-7.
9-7.
So
which is
2
worse than my 14-2 from the first week.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so I've won 2 weeks in a row.
He's 2-0, and I'm 0-2.
Which brings up another point. Comment below. What punishment should there be for the lad when he loses to his dad? Okay.
Or
Rules.
the other way.
Rules are no eating anything disgusting.
No, anything disgusting.
Nothing that can cause any massive physical harm.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Nothing that can cause damage. We don't want to blow up our house.
This is true. Or pets or anything like that. So think of some sort of reasonable punishment for the kid when he loses to his old man at the end of the season. Because I know you're all pulling for me and the Niners. So, moving onward. Week 3, predictions.
Here we go.
NFL.
Okay.
What we got? Thursday Night Football. It is the New England Patriots at the New York Jets. It is a division rival. I chose. Oh, you also chose the Jets. Jets. J-E-T-E-S. Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're flying right. Yes, the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, Thursday Night Football, coming off a high off the win against Titans. And they're home. And I think this is their home opener, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're in San Francisco and in Tennessee. So it's a home opener, prime time-ish. Pats are better than I think everybody thought.
Yep.
However, I still think
Jets
Aaron
are a little
Rodgers.
bit better.
Jets are a little bit better. All right. Next up, the New York Giants at the Cleveland Browns. I chose.
Browns.
You did too.
Okay,
The
I'm
Browns.
going to be completely honest. I flipped a coin for this one. I did not know what to think. These teams, I have no idea. The Browns completely got dismantled. It was interesting. And then they barely win against Jacksonville? I think
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Browns here. However, this could easily go either way. I see any team winning this game at any point.
Really, I don't.
You don't?
I have no faith in the New York Giants at all. What do they got?
I don't know.
Name other than Thibodeau. Name a solid player on that team.
A solid player then. They
Took
got
you too long. It doesn't exist. So I have no faith in the Giants. Okay. Next up, Chicago Bears at what was that? Indy?
Yep, Indianapolis Colts.
Okay, it is Indianapolis Colts. I can read.
Yeah, you can read.
I can read. All right, Chicago Bears at Indianapolis Colts. I chose the first disagreement. Okay. I chose the Bears because I think Caleb's getting better. That defense is strong. And I don't believe in Anthony Richards or the Colts.
Well, that's funny because I don't believe in Caleb Williams. He's not in double digits in fantasy points yet. He got 7 points and 7 points. I don't know. He could change. I don't know.
You're basing this on fantasy points. Okay, that's your demographic. Okay, I mean, I get it.
Bears defense is good. I think their defense
They're
is good,
great.
But
Well, okay,
I
they're
don't
not
see
great, I guess I should say, but they are pretty good.
Anthony is better than Caleb. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, he does have a little bit more experience, so I'll give you that, but I don't know. Gotta go with the gut sometimes.
The gut. All right.
All right.
Here we go. Next game.
Houston at Minnesota. All right.
3, 2,
Two.
1. Another
Ooh,
disagreement.
Another disagreement.
Houston.
All right. Well, why are you going with the Texans there?
I'm going to Texans because of C.J. Stroud, and they just look like a strong, functioning team to me. They look very good, and they had a great run last year. I think they can do even better this year.
The Vikings actually are impressing me. Sam Darnold's impressing me. Brian Flores is no joke on defense.
Justin Jefferson.
They've
Well.
Justin Jefferson. I know he got hurt, missed the last part of the game. I think it's going to be an ugly game. In terms of like maybe a little bit low scoring. I just feel like I know it's C.J. Stroud against Sam Darnold to a certain degree. You know, I think C.J. Stroud's a better quarterback, but dude, Sam Darnold is believing in himself, and he's got the building believing in him, and that can go a long way.
Really can.
And so, both of these teams are 2-0. One of them's bound to lose.
We'll find out who.
Purple people eaters. Okay. Next up, the Eagles at New Orleans. This ought to be interesting. I chose. Ooh, another disagreement here. Okay, all right. I chose the Eagles because
Because why?
I don't believe this is real.
You don't believe this is real? Look at it. It's real.
It's not
It's
real.
real.
No,
It's real.
I'm not buying what they're selling in New Orleans. Not right now. Not yet. I realized, okay, they may have scored the most amount of points, but granted, it's against a Dallas team at home, by the way,
At home.
gave up a ton of points to the Green Bay Packers their last game at home.
Yep.
There's something going on with the Cowboys, I admit that, but you know, the first game was against the Panthers. And so these guys should have won, but they lost a tough game. I get it. I just have more belief in this team. I use that term a lot.
Mhm.
I don't know how else to say it. This is a veteran squad here.
Veteran squad.
They've been together a little bit longer. They've got the mojo going a little bit better. Been to a Super Bowl with a lot of those people on that team, and I think Derek Carr is coming into his own. But I think without Alvin Kamara, and he can't do that every week. It's impossible for him to put those numbers up every week.
No, he could.
And so
Try and
I
replicate
feel like the pixie dust. All right, next up, Chargers, Steelers.
3, 2, 1. Another disagreement.
It is a disagreement.
We are gonna, dude. Someone is gonna be.
You know,
It's gonna be interesting.
I would prefer the Chargers over the Steelers because of Jim Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, T.J. Watt, I
J.K.
don't-
Dobbins.
dude, their offensive line is okay,
They got Joe Wall. He's a good guy.
but this defense is going to slow that down.
Mm-hmm.
And you got West Coast to East Coast thing going on, which is a thing.
Yep.
Okay, and right now Mike Tomlin is playing gritty football.
Mm-hmm.
It's Justin Fields is going again. I think Justin Fields has got his is rolling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he's got a little bit of confidence going, and I just think he's going to. I think he's going to be good, but most of all, I think T.J. Watt is going to destroy that offensive line,
Destroy.
and Justin Herbert's going to go down for at least 2 or 3 sacks, maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. Soon shall we see. I've got next up the Denver Broncos at Tampa Bay, and I chose
Buccaneers. Finally, we agreed on to get something again.
let the baker cook or bake or whatever
Yeah,
the baker does.
the Baker.
He looked good.
Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin. Yeah, Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin.
There's like a stat like the first 7 passes or something like that went
It
to Chris
was-
Godwin.
It was really ridiculous. It took forever for someone not named Chris Godwin to get a pass.
Yeah, it was like in the second. I was like almost the third quarter. All right. Yep. I just I believe Tampa Bay is just going to be able
Tampa
to roll Denver. I don't think it's going to be close.
We'll see.
All right.
Go next game.
Next game is Green Bay at the Tennessee Titans.
Green Bay. I always get that confused. Green Bay.
Green Bay. Anything you want to say about that one?
We'll see if the backup quarterback can live up to his name again. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
Packers Steelers.
Josh Jacobs. That helps a lot.
That does help.
Yeah.
We have yet to see him break out though. He's had a good couple games,
It's true.
but I'm waiting for that one game where he's just gonna go nuts.
Could be against Tennessee Titans.
We'll find out.
All right. The Panthers at the Las Vegas Raiders. Let my brother's household cheer. I am choosing the Raiders. Raiders.
Okay. So we have had a news update. Apparently Bryce Young is being benched for this game.
It is true.
Andy Dalton is their
The
starter.
Red Rifle. Red Rifle. Meet Max Crosby.
Meet Max Crosby, your new BFF.
Yeah, your new BFF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buried friends forever.
Buried friends forever.
Yeah, I don't. Max Crosby. The defense for the Raiders is probably as good as I've seen the Raiders have in a long time. So yeah, definitely going with the Raiders. That
Steamroll 'em.
steamrolling.
All right.
Miami at the Seahawks. I hate to do it. I hate it. I hate it.
Really? I thought you were gonna choose Miami there.
I want to, but why would I? I do have a brain.
You do?
I, contrary to popular belief, yes. They're leading the division. They're going to continue to lead the division.
Sadly.
They're not going to get the full throttle Miami Dolphins. They're at home, 12th man. They're gonna roll, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Next game.
Detroit at Arizona.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Lions. Cardinals.
I think the Lions I don't think the Lions are a bad enough team to lose 2 in a row.
We'll see if Kyler Murray is real. We'll see if he is.
See, and I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they put up a great game.
They just,
I just don't know if they can roll with 2 great games in a row, and they're going to need to have. They're going to need to play another great game against. I realize it's Jared Goff. I realize that he made some questionable decisions on Sunday, but overall, I think that I don't know. I just went with Detroit. I feel like they're just going to be able to pull it off.
Yep. We'll
On the
see.
road.
Marvin
I think it's
Harrison has to do well in order for it to succeed.
Really? Because I don't. I mean, does he?
Well, he
They got
made
James
it-
Conner and
We'll see.
McBride.
Okay.
Kyler. Kyler's a scrappy little dude, man. He looks like Wicket the Ewok out there. Just
And
50-yard touchdown. But anyhow, all right. So I believe the next game is Baltimore at Dallas.
Mhm.
See who chose.
Baltimore. I say the Baltimore Ravens get their first victory of the year.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but
This is a more breaker game,
So-
make or break game for
Yeah.
Baltimore than it is for Dallas for sure.
so close against Kansas City and so close against the Raiders. But
Yep.
I think they got it here.
Yep,
We're-
they got it. They got the hunger.
We'll
They
see
got the
though.
drive. And also, something's going on in Jerry World for some reason. They don't do well. Now I can see what's going on behind that. I have the next game as the Niners at the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Is yours inverted?
yep.
Okay, just change your inversion.
What is the game?
It's going to be the Niners at the Rams.
At the Rams. Oh boy, that's not going well.
Whoa! Make up for dead air. Oh yeah, you know, just making him look at his peaks, his picks, peeking at his picks. Okay, well,
Fine.
I'll just. It's the Niners at the Rams, and
Yeah.
I understand. Niners don't have Debo. They don't have Christian McCaffrey. They still don't know if they're going to have Talanoa Hufanga back, which is the heart of their secondary. Secondary doesn't look that great. 97-yard touchdown. Come on. You know they do make mistakes in the back end, which does scare me. But that middle, you cannot run on those guys.
Yeah.
You can't do it, you know, because of Bosa, the defensive line, Fred Warner. It's still miss Drake Greenlaw. I think they'd be so much better if they had Drake Greenlaw. Saying all that, and I know they're on the road. I'm still going Niners. Who'd you choose?
Niners.
Yay! I've taught him something. Yes. The reason why I choose Niners, also, there's a lot of injuries on the Rams side. Puka Nacua out. Cooper Kupp out. I think they shut down the run, which is Kyron Williams. Their tight end last week was invisible. I realized they had a lot of problems last week, and I know that I think they'll play a way better game, but I just think that the Niners are also, you know, they need to come back, and I think that they're gonna be able to pull off. It's gonna be ugly, but I think a game-winning field goal or, you know, something like that. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout by any stretch, but I think it's gonna be a close, gritty, nasty game. Go Niners! All right, next we got Kansas City at Atlanta. Sunday Night Football
Let's see.
should be awesome.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna see if Kirk Cousins is going to be good. You're saying no? Kirk Cousins is gonna be disappointed if he watches this.
Well, the chances of Kirk Cousins actually watching this are pretty slim next to nil. But if Kirk Cousins ever watches this for whatever reason, thank you. Like and subscribe, Kirk Cousins. Okay. Moving forward, Monday night is doing a doubleheader for some weird crazy reason. So I don't know what that's all about. But it's Jack's at Buffalo, and I've got Buffalo. Why not?
Buffalo.
Right. Technically, it's a bison.
Same thing.
All right. Also, you got your Commanders at the Cincinnati Bengals. Monday football. Really? Yeah.
I don't see
Joe
it
Burrow.
happening.
Joe Burrow hasn't been that great this year, but I mean, at some point, I do believe that he is going to win a game, and it's not a gimme by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
But I do think that they will pull it off. All right, so those keeping score, I won week 1. I won week 2. This is week 3. Think of a punishment for the loser, which will happen in January, I guess, by the time that happens. So wait and find out. And as always,
Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.